Hello, I'm Josephine and welcome to my YouTube. Today I'm going to actually show you my second #100 make, and it's this beautiful, and I call it fancy pop-out card, using my stash, and I will just undo it, and there. So hopefully you'll like that. So I've prepped most of the stuff, so get a cup of tea and let's hop in to the make. So the first thing that I'm going to do is finish off sticking this onto here, and then we will stick all the panels all on. So hopefully it won't be a too long a video. I came across this style of card by a lady who actually does Stampin' Up. In actual fact, the lady's name is Jan B, and I know that she does quite some really lovely demonstrations, and I just wanted to do something a little bit different. I'm using wet glue, and I like to use Collall or Dovecraft. So this is from Crafter's Companion. So as I say, I'm using my crafty stash. Using this Collall glue, it won't warp the paper. I'm going to pop this, matting and layering. Now hopefully all you ladies out there know about matting and layering. So that's that one. So I'll bring all four in, already made, 2, 3, and I made a bit of a boo-boo on this one. I wanted to do it all blue, and I'd already cut this out and stuck it. As you can see, it's got the writing, so I'm going to put this one at the back, these two in the middle, and this one in the front. So we'll do the two middle ones first and get them done out of the way. There, and that one will go there. Again, Collall glue, good generous bit. Oh, make sure the roses are up the right way. And I know, sorry, it's you're watching this upside down. I'm going to try and see whether I can edit this so that it's turning the opposite way. Yeah. So this is number 2 of my #100 challenge, using my crafty stash. And because everything of mine is actually in boxes, this is really a challenge for me. Right, so now what I want to do is I want to do the middle part first before I do the outside. So I'm just going to pop this to one side, and I'm going to now bring in my piece of cardstock 1 inch by 10.5, which I've already folded, pre-folded anyway, and I'm going to stick this piece of pretty paper along here. Not too much, otherwise it'll splay out everywhere. So, and at this stage it doesn't matter whether it's upside down or do that, let that one dry. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in my layering squares, and obviously again Collall, but I mean you could use double-sided, any type of glue that you desire. It's just, this is my desired glue, and the one that is unpacked, because the rest of them are all packed all up. So thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe. So I've got some other makes coming up as well and other designs. So that's my square. I'm going to put that to one side. I'm going to bring in my very messy pricking mat. Now I use this to make my flowers, virtual fact. So I can't find my ball tool, so I'm using, two things I'm using, my glue. Everybody's seen these glue spatulas, and I'm just going to go round and round. It's just to break down the fibres and give it some dimension. Now these are going to sit inside, so I don't want them too puffy up, should I say, because they're going to get squished anyway. But it's just nice just to, you know, just to roughen them up, should I say. So and this I'm going to use Dove Crafts big glue with this one, and I'm going to pop that off to one side so that the petals are, if you can see, interlinked. So the petals are going this one, so they're all literally, I'll show you, I say interlinked, not interlinked at all, but can you see? I love making my own embellishments, I really do. And then I'm going to just do round and round and round and round the same with this. Now I do have as well an old paintbrush, which is really good as well. So you ladies out there, if you haven't got a ball tool, anything with a nice round, if you haven't got one of these, your hand is really good as well. So don't worry. And then just going to offset this again, and if it won't go, I'm just going to pop it around, move it around like that, like that. Okay, so I'll just show you what I mean by my hand. I'm going to pop this one in my hand, go round and round like that. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of glue on there, tiny bit if I can. There we go. And I'm going to pop that in the middle. I haven't got my tweezers, so I'm going to actually have to use my pokey tool. So we'll pop this to one side in a minute. I'm going to get a gem to go in the middle. And I will, and you could ink the edges, which I would do if I could find my inks. So that's that done. Okay, let's bring in my square here. Let's pop this to one side, bring in my square, and we're going to stick this on. And we're going to use, instead of colour, use the Dove Craft glue, all-purpose glue. Okay, that's that. Then to add a bit of bling, again, as you can see from my crafty stash, I'm going to bling it up and put gems. So, okay. So that's the 4 that I finished. Now we'll go back to this. So what we need to do is to fold this in half on the crease. Okay, and then fold this up the way and fold this up the way. So you've got like a, I would say a a W. Okay. Now the best way that I've found to do this is to stick this one on, put the glue on, and then stick it on like that. So that's how I'm going to do it. And with this I'm going to use collard glue. So you could use double-sided tape, but I would make sure that it's red, the extra strong red sticky double-sided tape. And what you need to do is to make sure it's in the middle, but put it, you can see, put it about 1/2 inch, so 2 centimetres, I would say. That's in. I always do things on the wonk. Pop that down like that, and that is going to go like that. So then I'm going to bring my glue in. Not too much, otherwise it's going to all come all out. And then hopefully pop this one like this. And then you're going to go, ta-da! So there you have your W. Okay. So then what we're going to do now is we are going to pop these pretty things, my pretty squares, on to here, like so. And then these ones onto here, like so. I'll keep saying like so. So really I want some glue down the middle here. And glue down the middle. Ooh, that's a bit wonks. Right. Oh well. Do you know what? It's handmade. I always say, if it's on the wonk, you know that somebody's made it with love. And if somebody wants a absolutely perfect card, then go to a factory. That one goes there. Hopefully that's the right, yep. And then we want this one in here, if you can see. So we just want to put a bit of glue along there. Again, you can use double-sided tape. I would use red sticky to make sure for that extra stick. And then, so between here and here you're going to stick. Make sure that is married up. Like that. Whoops. And then we'll make sure that the rose is around the right way. We're going to do that one. Where are they? Let's do it that way. Yeah. Which way did I say? Right. So, to glue along the middle, and then go for it. Again, in between here and the folded bit. And try as best as you can to get them all even. Oh dear, that doesn't look. Never mind. Looks pretty anyway. And then I know you're going to crush the flower. You can see, I know you're going to crush the flower, but just make sure it's on. And that's the panels all in. I know the flower's not going to be dimensional, it's going to get squashed, but that's that bit. Okay, it's really pretty, isn't it? I like it. Right, so for the front and the back, got some ribbon here that I'm going to cut in half. I'm just going to snip it in half. Now for this I'm using some, let's have a look where they are. So this is the front, that one's the back. I'm going to use some sticky tape just to keep the ribbon in place before I glue it all down. So just get some white sticky tape. Now to put the sticky tape on, you obviously want it, you don't want it, let me show you. You don't want it right, this sticky tape right up to the edge, because you want this card to this piece of Matten Lane, to hide it. So where we need to do is to put the sticky tape underneath. So I'm going to eyeball this and say I'm going to put my sticky tape there. And that's where the bit of ribbon's going to stay. Get this off. And it's really pretty ribbon. Again, from my stash. Haven't brought anything. So now I'm going to stick this on. Can you see? It's hiding that little mechanism there. I'm going to use my collard glue and make sure that there's a generous amount, so you don't want it coming off. Okay. That is going to go on. And with this collard glue you've got enough wiggle room so where you want it to go, it's just to wiggle it